So you've probably clicked on this video because you want to know what are three starter farms. So the first one is sugarcane, a sheep farm, and a cow crusher. This is very easy farms to build and it's very simple. You can build it right away in your survival world, except for the sugarcane, or if you have all the resources, very easy to build. So let's get into the building. Okay, so for the sugarcane farm, you're going to need these materials. Of course, one sugarcane, and sand or grass block. I prefer sand because it grows faster. Any type of building block, one piston, one observer, one redstone dust, and a water bucket. To begin by placing your water bucket here, you can break this. I'm just going to use sand. Going to place your sugarcane. Going to place your building block. Going to place a piston on top, and the observer. Make sure that the red dot is facing backwards and the face is facing forward. So the next step is to grab your building block, place it behind the piston. On top of the building block, place a redstone dust. So what this will do is, once the sugarcane grows, it will harvest it. Literally just like this. And you can build this as long as you want, or how many you want. It's all up to you. So the next one is the sheep farm. So let's get into it. Okay, for the sheep farm, you're going to need glass, you're going to need a dispenser, redstone dust, an observer, a chest, a hopper, a rail, minecart with hopper, and shears, and there's one more thing that you're going to need. To begin by placing your dispenser on like this, take the shears, place the shears in the dispenser. Go into sneak mode, place a glass on top, place two glass on the side, and place one here in front. So the next step you'll do is to break the block under the dispenser, place an observer facing the red dot like this. Then you want to place a grass block or your building block and place a redstone dust underneath. So the next thing you want to do is to break down here, to break down 3 layers to make sure that you get nice under it. So here's the dispenser, the observer. So I like to clear out this just for a little more space. So we know now that here's the open spot. So here's the open spot. So here place a chest, place a hopper funneling into the chest, and on the chest place a rail, and then a rail with a hopper, and you can literally just fill this in again just as you want. You can fill this in, and then what you need is a sheep to lure it in. I'm just going to use the creative since I am in creative, and you literally just going to spawn in your sheep any kind of color. So what will happen, the sheep will eat the grass, and it will be sheared, and the wool will go down into the chest. A quick tip, which I made a mistake at first, there's grass underneath the glass. Don't remove it, because once the sheep eats the grass, this grass is going to go back to that grass. And if this is any other block, the grass inside won't grow, so the sheep won't get sheared. So that's it for this build. Now let's move on to the next. For this cow crusher, you're going to need a water bucket, any kind of building block, any kind of building stairs, an oak fence, and chest, and a hopper. Begin by breaking a shape like this. Place a chest, place an hopper facing into the chest, and another one facing into this hopper. Next thing, grab your building block, place one here next to the chest, place one behind the hopper, and you can just place one here on this hopper. Then you want to grab your stair, place one stair there, then you place another stair on each of these blocks. You're going to grab your water bucket. I prefer, if you are not in creative and you're building this in survival, first put the cows in, then put the water bucket in. You're going to grab your building block, you're going to place one here, you're going to place a fence here, and that's basically it. So then just grab your cows, and before you place in survival, before you put this fence, put in your cows first. Then you're going to put in, just have to have 2 cows, and you can literally just breed them. And over time, the max capacity is 23. And once there are 23 cows in, one will die, which you will see now. There goes one, and all of this loot will end up in here over time. So literally just breed them until there's only one left, and like you can see, you can do this, and you can extend this as long as you want. So that is it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss any future Minecraft tips and tricks and builds.